Hey guys, how you doing? Check this out. It's time to unwrap this baby. This is one of the coolest little cameras that I've dealt with in a long time. And when I say little, I'm not talking about what it can do and how it actually performs. I'm specifically referring to its size. This is the new C50. This is the future of cinema. Hold on. Let's move that aside and let's talk about the C70. C70 came into the cinema range mirrorless. It is not full frame. It is bulky. It is huge. It is heavy. It's got a ton of inputs. It's got its place in the market, definitely. But what is this battery even? I mean, lugging this around, it's a serious piece of equipment. But now we fast forward to Canon arriving on the scene with this incredible piece of kit. There is so much that I can mention, but let's start off with the technical stuff. If you're here for specifications, pause this in 3, 2, 1. So those are the specifications. So if you want to go and scrutinize it, you're more than welcome to. But if we want to get down and drop the hammer on this, we're talking about 7K up to 60 frames, 4K, 120 frames, and I mean the full frame capability of this just allows so much more in low light handling. The image quality out of this is incredibly rich. This is cinema. This is video productions. Who is this for? It's for the professional, for the guy who needs to create the best video quality out there. And it is just absolutely gorgeous in this little package. It is light, it is easy to use, the weight on it, the balance on it. We took this thing out to Comic-Con South Africa, or Comic-Con Africa, and we were running around with a 15 to 35 millimeter on it. Now 15 to 35 f2.8 is a fairly heavy lens, but in the balance, because of this beautiful top handle in the entire kit, it is just so easy to run and gun. You've got all the necessary stop and starts at the top. If you've got power zoom functionality on your lenses, you've got the functionality right there at your fingertip. It is so easy. But along with that, the other brackets and holes and mounts that they've got available on this camera makes it ideal for versatile rigging. Depending on if you're building a shoulder rig, if you're building some other kind of rig, it all just fits into place. It slots in perfectly with a monumental amount of little customized buttons. I think there are 13 in total to customize this to do exactly what you need it to do. You've got the top handle, which is removable, but one of the great things about this top handle are these XLR ports right at the top. Let's just adjust that. They're covered, so you don't have to worry about dirt and grime or anything else in it. But there you go. You've got full-size XLR ports. You've got, on the side of it, you've got full audio adjustment that you can tap into right in there. And that's all covered in a neat design. You've got a cold shoe here so that you can mount your running, if you're running with a shotgun mic or whatever, that fits in there. It's such a versatile design. And I know I've been using versatile here for quite a while. This is my favorite video or cinematic camera that I've used so far. The ease of use in the menus, the switch, the versatility of being able to switch it from video to stills without any issues or troubles. You've got full frame, you've got the flip out screen, you've got the touch screen on it. I simply connected it up with my Shinobi 2 to the full HDMI ports. Side note, I was the idiot that opened the USB port and thought it's a micro and immediately judged it. And I have to backtrack on that because about 20 videos ago, I did actually kind of drop a comment about guys being finicky about micro HDMI. I hate micro HDMI. Full HDMI is the boss. But you've got everything that you need in here. You've got a time code slot. Let's get all the tape off here. I'm so glad we can finally uncover this beauty. But you've got a DIN time slot here. So you can sort your timing codes out on this camera versus everything else that you've got in your kit. You've got versatile little ports everywhere that you can add extras onto. And I simply use this to add my Shinobi 2 onto it. HDMI straight down into the camera itself, and the on-off switch is quite convenient. As convenient as I think it is, I think it might have been a little bit more convenient somewhere else. So let's get into the thick of things. When we're talking about hybrid shooting these days, I do still prefer an R5 Mark II. The hybrid shooting and versatility and the image quality that I get out of an R5 Mark II is incredible. The functionality of using it and being able to switch to video that quickly is great. But the stills functionality in the R5 Mark II is, in my opinion, better than what I've tested and experienced in this camera. Mentioning that, you simply flip this switch and it switches to 32 megapixels, can shoot up to 40 frames per second. I'll still have to double check what the electronic shutter distortion is like in this. And then obviously the customization of this, because it's got dual menus for this. It's got the cinema range menu system, which is completely different to the normal Canon stills menu system. Now, when switching to hybrid or versus the stills and the video side of things in an R5, you do have the similarity of menus. With this, it's got the cinema range menu. It is a little bit more complex, but once you get used to it, and I think if you are working in that production line of work, working with this kind of video quality, you will find yourself real fast in setting this up to do and work exactly the way you need it to do. You've got a stop start in the front. You've got one in the back, depending on how you're holding it or how you're ringing it up. There's one in the front as well. And then obviously the one that I used the most was in the top handle itself. This top handle made life so much easier for me. It's a strong, sturdy system. I had no problem swinging it around, even with the 15-35mm on, and adding my Shinobi Atmos onto this. It's got dual memory card slots. So you can have a look there at putting in SD cards or CF Express. Depending on the quality of video and the frame rate that you're shooting at, it will demand a CF Express. But I truly believe if you're purchasing a camera like this, you won't muck around with SD cards, and you'll definitely have the right CF Express cards for this camera. It can shoot log. It's got all the little lights that you need to display that it is actually recording. It's got all the functionality with buttons. You've got all the settings internal. You've got all the audio options that you want. The top handle, I'm going to mention that another 9 times in this video because it's not a flimsy piece of kit. It is on there. It is really on there. It's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what you want. You want to know your kit is secure. You paid thousands and thousands of rands for this, and you want to make sure it is going nowhere without being pointed in that direction. There's no shakes, no wobbles, no nothing. The fan system, everything else works well in it. We didn't use any of the internal audio. We connected external mics onto it, but for the most of it, we were shooting just slow motion video, running around, shooting normal paced video, and everything just slotted in perfectly. The best feature out of this camera, by far, in my opinion, was the battery. hold on. Let's talk size and weight again. C70 battery, it's the BPA3030. Lekker. LPE6P. Tiny, light in weight. But for anybody who's experienced the R5C, by the time you finish setting up the menu system in the R5C, you have to change the first battery. I used this camera at Comic-Con for an entire day. I burned through the first battery just after lunchtime. I was blown away by how long the battery lasted in this camera. Once it was set up, switching it on and off, going, running and gunning, at a stage I was just leaving it on just to see how quickly the battery can run out, what's happening in this. Because that was a major issue with the R5C. With this, there's no problem. I have to be honest, and I'll probably get some trouble from Canon regarding this, but if you're looking at buying a cine range camera, if you're looking at serious video quality, production quality, this is it. I wouldn't recommend, for the price point this is coming in at, I wouldn't recommend the R5C. This is the camera that you're looking for that video quality. The functionality around it, the cooling, there were no heat issues that we experienced whatsoever. It was just working. Since we took it out, we were running, we were gunning, we were having a go at it, and it just missioned on. I've only got 2 LPE6P batteries. One is in there, in the R5 Mark II, and the other one is in here, in the C50. When this eventually started running low, I wanted to remove this and maybe just test out the LPE6NH batteries, because I know the R5 Mark II does throw a relative tantrum. Chucked it in here, no problem, it kept running. It did drain that battery at a remarkable rate though. So once again, the LPE6 proves to be a different battery. It is not a sales gimmick from Canon, but it is a more superior battery to the LPE6NH. Another part of what makes the camera such an incredible reach to get into your kit is the dual pixel autofocus system that is incorporated on Canon's mirrorless systems. Because this is full frame, because of the dual pixel autofocusing system, it is going to find focus faster than you would believe. It is a little bit of a process to get it set up and get the complexities of Canon's focusing systems, understanding it and setting it up correctly. But once it's set up, you won't miss a shot. It is just that fast, it is that accurate, and paired with the right lens, be it a 24 to 105 f2.8 or the 70 to 200 Z series. Once again, we just slapped a 1535 on this and kept running. You won't have any issues. You won't experience dropping focus or anything like that. The times I did experience it was purely by my own use and change of settings and fiddling around with the buttons and figuring out what this is and where it fits into the market. If you're serious about your video production and looking for that quality, looking for that reliability, looking for a sturdy, lightweight product, once again, compared to something like this, this is phenomenal. And I would highly recommend get into contact with the go-to guys at Outdoorphoto and check it out just after checking out this video that was shot at Comic-Con. forward to seeing you guys in the store and hearing back from you what your opinions are on this kit. Hey, Canton, come in.
Gunther, how you doing,
Hey,
bro?
man.
Good to see you. That gear that I spoke to you about the other day, would you mind scanning it for me?
Yeah, sorry, I was just finishing up here now.
All good, man. All good.
I've got some NDAs, if you don't mind signing this.
Love me an NDA.
I'm going to be back now. I'm just going to go and fetch that gear for you quickly.
You be back now, man. Speaking of be back now, Gunther, take your time. I'll be back now.